Okay, I mean,
Okay. Well, wait for a while first. Wait for a while first.
good. But over to you. Recording is in progress already.
Okay.
How many people here? Maybe we should stop 10 people.
10 people only.
Or we can stop the recording for a while.
For a while.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Over to you, Kai.
Okay, good. So today, I'll be sharing this on the cost of medical treatment. But after I look through, I think I share mainly on cancer because cancer is one of the most difficult treatment, and then the most expensive one. So that's why I think we can concentrate on this . Okay. Okay, let's start. Cost of medical treatment. So today I'll be sharing okay, how actually we should look into all these things is that we follow back to Great Eastern's proposition and Great Eastern's slides . What are the top 5? Because what are the top 5 critical illness? Anyone know what is the top 5 critical illness in Malaysia locally? Anyone? Maybe interact a bit. So we follow Great Eastern's format, and then we build from there.
Heart attack, stroke.
Cancer, heart attack, stroke, kidney
Heart
failure,
attack, stroke, kidney failure,
major artery disease,
and
heart disease,
And cancer.
and cancer. Okay, so this one is actually the top 5 critical illness in Malaysia . So this is the as shown in our this slide . This is actually the top 5 critical illness claim. So among all the critical illness, this is the top 5. So we can see from this, if you have the latest one, you can use the latest, because I found this and I use this . So of all the critical illness from October to December 2023, last quarter, the claim that we get from critical illness, cancer takes up about 62%. Heart attack takes up about 8% plus. Then after that, serious coronary artery disease, stroke, and then kidney failure. This five condition takes up about 86% of the total claim already. So these are the top critical illness in Malaysia. So this one will help you focus on our GCCR. So to complement whatever critical illness that we have. You see, they may have a lot of critical illness plan now. So you tell them, okay, in order to that Great Eastern, based on the statistic we see, we have zoomed in that majority of our critical illness claims are these 5 critical illness. That's why Great Eastern comes up with a plan that complements whatever you have. And then at this point in time, we give a 50% discount, a 50% discount over the premium. If you do not take up the opportunity after the campaign, it will be double the premium. So we ride on companies' marketing for critical illness. So these are the first thing we build on this. These are the critical illness plans that we the bulk of it are 86% in Malaysia in the last quarter. You look back at other quarters, it's all around there . It's around there. Okay. So the age group for this critical illness, bulk of it is like from 40 to 49, 27%. 50 to 59, 35%, and 60 above, 23%. So a bulk of it is actually within this 40 to 59 . Okay, so this is the background of the thing . So you can share with your clients, because the more you share with the clients, then they will understand better what is happening. So then you can when you go back to meet your client on the medical repricing, and then you share with them the medical repricing letter, all those things, you can actually update them on this too. It's the top 5 critical illness. So the company has got one plan that complements this, just focusing on this, because it is 86% of the claims that we get. Okay. Now next one is this one. Also from Great Eastern's slides. Now, out of this top 5 critical illness, which is the highest? Ask yourself, which is the most prevalent out of these 5? Now, as you can see, it's cancer . So cancer is for the last few quarters, 5 quarters, it is all above 60%, 64%, 61%, 61%, 60%, 62%, all like 60% above, out of the 85%. Okay, so it's very high. So cancer is a very major issue in Malaysia locally, and then cancer is one of the most difficult to treat because it can spread. It has a lot of computation. It can move around, and then that's very difficult to target, and it is the most costly. That's why we need to upgrade our enhance our medical card, increase our medical card, so that we have the opportunity, we have the resources to tap on all the latest technology that we use, all the advanced technology, immunotherapy, hormonal therapy, all those therapies that targeted therapies they should cost money, but they are more effective in order to handle this cancer. You tell them this, then they will have they will be more willing to consider to upgrade their medical to higher limit. Because if not, they'll think, oh, now my medical card is already 1 million for SMX, or my medical card is already 3 million plus for this SMM. So it's okay already lah. Maybe not is sufficient already. So you have to tell them, this is a lot of things is sufficient, but for cancer treatment, it may not be sufficient. So cancer is one of the prevalent illness in Malaysia. Okay, now let's move on. So this rising cost of cancer treatment in Malaysia. This is also from Great Eastern slides. Okay, so cancer cost in Malaysia. Okay, in 2013 is 60%, 60,000 for this ovarian cancer, cervix cancer, uterus cancer, all the cancer then the breast cancer, mastectomy, breast implant, hysteroscopy, all this cancer. So projected cost of this treatment in 2023 after 10 years, they based on a medical inflation of 12%. The cost of insurance will increase from 60,000 to 186,000. For breast cancer, it will go from 395,000 up to 1.2 million already. And all these things will go up. All they projected is 12% for cost of cancer treatment, double-digit increase every year. It will be this cost already, and then 2024 it could be even higher already. So actually, the cancer treatment can actually cost more than 1 million. So now it has reached more than 1 million. So like this breast cancer, it can cost 1.2 million. This is based on companies like. Okay, so this is one way that now we have to start looking at. Don't talk about next time lah. Now already is exceeding 1 million already. So whatever medical card that we have, maybe is insufficient for 1 year already. So we have to look. We have to project further. Some more we cannot. The medical card is for projection for into next 10 years, man. So in next 10 years, definitely the amount will be definitely more. So we have to plan ahead. Okay. So now this is the overall of the general inflation and medical inflation from 2017 to 2023 in Malaysia. Now our inflation, official inflation is like 3.8, 1%, 0.7. I don't know lah. This one 3%, 2.4%. Is around there lah. But medical inflation is 11.6%, 13.4%. Every year is double digit, 13.8%, 13.5%, 11%, 12%, and 13%. So every year has been experiencing the double-digit growth, cost increase. So every year, and moving forward, we believe with the more advanced technology coming in, all the R&D that goes into it, the medical inflation will be even higher. Now, like companies say, medical inflation mainly due to medical repricing is mainly due to medical inflation, because a lot of new treatment methods, all those things, so the cost of medical treatment is increasing. And then at the same time, actually more and more people are using medical card. It was there was a slide last time that says that I don't have the slide here, but the number of people per thousand using medical card has increased over like 100%. Anyone remember? So you can use that too, like 30% more, 40% more, and at the same time, the average cost per usage per person was 4,000 plus something. That eventually went to 6,000 plus. So these are the things that actually contribute to all this medical repricing, as you explain further lah. So this is why the company has to do medical repricing. From there on, so you tell them this one, okay. So if you plus all these figures, all these figures together and then divide by 7 years, it's actually average medical inflation is about 12.6%. 12.6%. So which is sort of it's about the 12%, about the 12% increase for cost of cancer treatment in Malaysia. Okay. So this one is something that you can share with your clients on. You show them this one at 1.2 million, can go up to as high as 1.2 million or even more, even now already. So it's time. It's not that so it's time. If you are healthy and you are able, it's always good to upgrade your medical card, to increase your medical card. Okay, these are the costs of that's why you need to upgrade your medical card. Okay. Now, company has also shared one of this Kistar Banala. Okay, so this person is female, 55 years old. The monthly premium was 500. It was has multiple claims since 2020. Diagnosed with this this one I'm not sure what it is myasthenia gravis and thymus cancer. Is a cancer since 2020. Then he underwent multiple cycle of chemotherapy and plasma exchange, has prolonged stay in requiring oxygen support in ICU and DHU. Underwent tracheotomy and gradually wean off this oxygen with intensive chest physio for persistent lung secretion, because the cancer, when you have cancer with the treatment, there are a lot of side effect so which cause a lot of complication eventually as it move on. No, it's not so simple. That's why the cost of treatment is very high. It's not just to treat the cancer, with the cancer and all the chemotherapy and all this aggressive treatment, it may cause other complication that requires medical treatment also. Okay. And IV antibiotics for intermediate respiratory infection, followed by swallowing training post-op tracheotomy. Okay. So diagnosis is this is a cancer, then which spreads to the brain. Okay. So the policy was SMX with extender, bought since 2016, and then policy duration 6 years. So this person stays in the hospital for 187 days, including 108 days in ICU and DCU, managed by 9 specialists. The pharmacy, the medicine cost is 200 over 1,000. So the total bill incurred for this case is 900 over 1,000. So it can actually goes very high. So you see, the medical bill can actually goes very high. The amount payable by company is 800 over 1,000. Okay. Total premium paid is 39,000. These are the example of that you can use So to as the cost of medical treatment for cancer can go up as high as 900 over 1,000. You have this slide, then you have the other slide from cancer. Okay. So I don't have so high this is company, because company's record is more extensive. They will have a lot more varieties and a lot more higher cases So that's why as we have mentioned earlier, so for coming now forward, we have that link to share our database. So from now on, if you have anything, we'll also try to compile our data that we have and then put it in this claim database, so that next time everyone can share resources. So we have a lot of this case study so that you can gauge the treatment for different things, not only for cancer, but for other things. so that you have a gauge of how much it costs for a certain type of diagnosis, certain type of treatment. Then when you go out to share with your client, it's more effective. Then you look more professional because all this information in the hand. And some of these are not, these are real information, not projections. These are real claim in history. So we have so much resources, so many people, so we can actually put our team work together to compile this. And then I believe if we all cooperate, we all contribute, after just a few months, we'll have a lot of data already. Okay. Now, so just share we have to start sharing now. Okay. So this one our company one, because if we have our own database, it's even more convincing because we will know. If you want to know, because we'll put their agent's name also, but we don't put client's name put agent's name, so that if for any particular case that is very high or very interesting, we can actually ask the agent, because the agent would know in detail this story. Then actually we can share better. It's more because they share to us, we can even share this better. Okay. Now so start contributing for this because every day we experience claim. So very easy one when you do it immediately. I mean, when the claim is fresh, you do it, it's very easy compile. But after a while, you want to compile this, then it gets difficult because you have to take out all the information again. Okay. Now next one. Now, just now the one I've shared with you okay, this one is nothing like this one is the slide just now. Okay, you can actually use this EZ calculator to calculate the inflation. So like just now, you want to know what is the inflation, what is the rate, the medical inflation for a particular treatment. If you have the figures in hand, you can actually use this. You just check for in your database, you have something like you have this sort of treatment costs 60,000. So in the next step, after 10 years annually, after 10 years, if our medical inflation is 12%, how much it will be? Just now that case, they project all 12%. That's why the slide is all 12%. So you can get this figure. So if you have a case like 10 years ago in your database, and then you have this figure and you key in, I have another case now recently, 10 years later, then you can actually compare. It may be even higher than 12%. So this gives you a lot of personal experience, a personal story that you can share. When you have a very personal story, then you can actually share more convincingly, because it's more personal touch. You're more because we can see the thing is your case. You can share with more passion, okay, more conviction, okay. So this is one of the way you can actually use to calculate for yourself as you start servicing and helping people claim for their medical card. Okay, I share one example. I share benign brain tumor. This is a personal case. Benign brain tumor. This one is probably 3-4 years ago. Not really, not that long, but it's I think 3-4 years ago. So okay, for benign brain tumor, how much do you think will anyone want to just make a suggestion, a guess this person got a brain tumor, started off with headache. So those with headache, sometimes if it's persistent headache and then it doesn't go off, you have to do an MRI scan or MRI scan. Then this person, because it persistent headache, so he went for this MRI scan and found out it was a brain tumor. So brain tumor, how much do you think it will cost to do for the surgery? Medical card.
50 over 1,000.
50 over 1,000 4 years ago. Yeah, you have previous experience?
No. You see, I have a client sister. He
Yes.
went for actually not brain surgery, is a removal of tumor, brain tumor. So
okay, it's that is the same this is also
about 3 years ago
Okay.
This is what I heard from my friend.
Okay. Oh, okay. I give you our personal experience. This is our case. So this one I follow closely. I know all because I claim for her, so I know the figures. So this one is like this. She went to SGMC and the total bill was 80 over 1,000. First round. Okay. So the non-covered events are all this lah, 288 ringgit for all these medical records. So it's good to know our non-covered events. So we can share them. What are not covered? Medical records are not covered. Wristband are not covered. Face shield are not covered. Hand cover is not covered. All these lah, bath, shower, non-medically necessary. These are all other things lah. The shampoos are not covered. And so I don't know why envelope lah. So it's about 288. So it was 80 over 1,000 for this medical for this first treatment. Eventually she went for another treatment because it was to clear off the whatever balance wasn't done, wasn't some complication, not a big complication. Then that one I cannot find the slide, so it was about 30 over 1,000. So this brain tumor already cost her about 100 over 1,000 already for our case. So it's good that we have all this in hand, then we can actually share along. See, it costs 100 over 1,000 already for a brain tumor. And then you can share at the same time because it's interchangeably, it complements one another. So this person has got living care. This is Maxi Protector. Okay, so for the living care, because brain tumor is one of the critical illness, it's not a cancer, but because it is a brain tumor with surgery, you need the surgery with brain tumor. It was paid. It's one of the critical illness, so they paid out this amount. Then Maxi Protector with the waiver, premium waive. Medical card, SMX medical card with the waiver, premium waive. And then there's another CIBR here, 200,000 paid. And then this one is daughter's policy, also with the payer benefit lah. Okay, so all in all, she claims about 500 over 1,000 for critical illness. But this one will actually complement, and then because of this, she is able to resign from her work. Because if she start going back to work, that's why I say these are examples that we can actually use for our to upsell our client, to advise them to, because in addition to medical card, we need to increase because of the escalating medical cost of treatment. After you get discharged, there are a lot of things that still need to be paid. So if you have critical illness of 500,000, you will have time to plan for yourself. You can take a few years off, then you can rest. You can have a proper. You can recoup. Because if you don't do that, with the stress, everything, it will easily come back, especially cancer. Cancer is even more sensitive to this. If anything to do with immune system, it's very sensitive one. So if you have a rest proper, then the recovery will be much better. If you don't rest, and then after 2 months you have to go back to work because you have obligation installment to pay, the recovery, the relapse is very high. I can tell you 100%, your relapse is very high. Because I've experienced some cases because you have to go on the ground, you share, then you know. I have cases like SLE, those who got autoimmune disease. So for those people, they cannot work long hours, man. They cannot stress, man. They work, they have to take work half day like that at the slow pace. Then it's okay. Then the condition is okay, controlled, at least control, not getting healed, but control. But if they sort of work longer, 8 hours, 10 hours, or have to work fast because of the stress the thing the thing will come back. The SLE will come out. Then you will start to see a lot of problems already. This one start to have problem that one start to have problem I've seen a lot of these cases. We can't share with us. So post hospitalization, post discharge, you need to take a break. For cancer, at least about 5 years, because the survival period is 5 years. If you after that survival period, the probability of recovery, the chances of recovery is much higher. That's why they always advise 5 years. So you must have your critical illness to complement your medical card. If you have 100,000 every year annual income, then you need 500,000. If you cannot have so much, if you have 200,000 and you need 1 million, and you cannot buy so much at one point in time, to build a few times, or start off with what you can at this point in time, and then the next year, the 2 years down the road, you follow up. Or it will create a lot of opportunity for you to close future case later. So you build on it. Okay, so these things move together lah. Okay, next one. Now, I got another diagnosis, is also our personal case. So malignant neoplasty ovary. This one is 2023, just last year only. Okay, how much do you think this will cost for medical treatment? Malignant means it's cancer, cancer of the ovary. This is the last slide already. I'm finished already. Anyone? The more you share, the more you remember, the better you remember. This one is 75K is for what? Ovary one, or the first case? The first case. Don't want to share. There's no right or wrong one, because each hospital actually different one. You do not know. Okay. Now, so I give you a snapshot of. I see we documented it. So this is a snapshot of what happened. This one was diagnosed in October 2023. So they realized got this cancer I think because of some complication, cancer marker high. So they went to MRI, and then they got admitted. GI admission, use up 41,900 for. I think this one to remove the ovary and remove all the uterus because I remember it's like that So non-cover is 127. So eventually on the 19th, 82 weeks more after that another admission. So sometimes one admission is not sufficient. 29,000. And this for 5,000 not payable. This one is because of some diagnostic test. So this kind of thing sometimes can happen. So some diagnostic test that is not deemed as diagnostic and not necessary So this one is 5,000. So now this one, you see, all these things are sometimes we have a lot of medical treatments that are not claimable. That's why we have to use critical illness. This person also have got critical illness claim. So we can use this critical illness to cover those medical expenses that is not high but overall her medical expenses is mostly covered. See, of all this, only the major one is this one. It's a diagnostic test that is not covered. Okay. So after that, post hospitalization on the this one is 9 okay. Post hospitalization for the first one So post hospitalization and 2,000 plus. Then actually after that start outpatient cancer therapy, cancer treatment, 900. Post hospitalization, cancer treatment, post hospitalization, then another admission. As well as you move on, there will be a lot of this admission, GL admission, cancer treatment, post hospitalization, another GI admission. Because when your immune system weakens, it starts to attack different places. Sometimes these things will occur. It was admitted from October last year, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times already. And then cancer treatment. And the last one is the last one. I don't know what is it called, hospital supply the definition in the medical explanation This one I've not checked out. So in 1 year, 1 year plus use up already 100 over 1,000. 100 over 1,000. This 1 year already. This case already exhausted the SMX. This has moved on to SE extender already. So we have actually have cases moving into extender already, where the existing medical basic medical card is already not sufficient already. So we have very experienced all these things already. So this is only the first year. As you move on, there may be other complications, things like that. So you have to. That's why you can use company slides and then our personal side or other people with higher. Let's pull our resources together. Then we have more example, more personal example. Then we get the agent to share. Because when the agent share, it's actually more real with the story behind it. The thing will become more impactful. Okay. So my sharing is until here. So this one, you all can have it if you want. Okay. So is there anything you all want to ask or want to add on or want to share? Anything? So that can help each other to do better.
Oh, Kai, I already
yes.
posted to you the medical repricing date
Ah,
for GE check.
okay.
You see,
Okay.
and the
So
increase.
yeah, with all these resources, we can actually make everyone easier, more professional, and then our presentation also more better.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Monica did a very, very good job.
Yes, very good. With all the
Yeah. With
dates,
this,
we need to read.
yesterday I closed one case.
With
Wow.
this, this one,
But
can I post it in the cash? You post already?
No. I
Just
don't know
post.
whether I should or not. So
should.
more to come lah. More to come.
Can we can just show and share, because you close one case, we can agents others can actually use this to close, because everything that we have, we can actually tell them. You see, medical repricing on the old medical card, you see the old medical card repricing so much. So now because of the old pool, the pool is getting smaller and smaller, cannot sustain the claim already. So that's why the cost of insurance getting higher. So if you are okay, let's move on. Let's move to a higher plan. See, Monica closed case because of this. So let's use her slides, and then start closing more cases.
Especially SMM, the increase is 50%. This is very high. Due to only 2 years, the medical card is only 2 years. Open for 2 years only.
Yeah.
Small pool of people, so the increase is higher.
Okay, so this is because when they see, sometimes you just share, you don't share some of the figures. Because some are visual one, because they want to see only, then they can see what. Yeah, because you talk, they hear, they don't actually register one. So sometimes it's good to have something in front of them to let them see.
Good morning, everybody. Kai, thank you for sharing. Now, I want to share a little with all of you this morning when I was preparing myself to go out that time. In the morning, the news actually announces that the cancer is already on the rise. And that is specifically mentioned, the Indians being the highest, which is 18 people among 18 ladies or women, one will get cancer. Now, the second category is Chinese. Chinese is being announced 16 women, one get cancer. So I remember many years ago where the statistics is all about, we are talking about 25 to 1, later on 22 to 1, but now Chinese stands 18 to 1. 16 to 1, and then Indians is 18 to 1. So I think today's topic very relevant. For example, for me, if those who have purchased a very good medical or they think that is sufficient, probably we can go all the way out for this critical illness cover now. So basically, now all the chemo session, all the chemo ward is flooded with patients. Yeah, be it children or adults wards. So this is my little sharing which I heard this morning. Thank you.
Thank you, Vivian. Okay, so instead of telling a lot of things, we can actually go in and share cancer because cancer is rising. Cancer is a big topic. It catches attention, and then it's the most difficult to treat, and you need a long time to treat, and then the cost of treatment is very high. It's actually a good idea to share with people first, so you catch their attention. So eventually, then only then if they have specific things they want to know, then only you go into those more details one. But it's also good that you go for cancer so because cancer is the main thing now, especially after the vaccination so a lot of people say okay. So anything else? If not, then we'll call it a day.
Thank you, Kai.
Thank you,
Kai.
Thank
you, Kai. Thank you,
Happy
Kai.
selling. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
谢谢嘉怡。